I'm reaching the peak, you know, like, oh man, I'm no longer the young guy at the gym. Now I'm like, I've moved to that Rashad and Keith and Chuck, like, man, like, you know, so that part's cool. And having kids, you know, like little kids like 12 years old coming like, man, I watch every fight, I love you, you know, it's cool. So for me, that's awesome, you know, it's super cool. But and having all these guys come up to the ranch, you know, just being able to answer all the questions, like this is big, it's fucking huge. I've been here a couple times, so it's good. But like for a new guy to come his first fight, you guys here, and they're like, holy shit, you know. So maybe to help them, you know, the cameras come out to the ranch and talk to the guys, tell them, you know, what to say, what to say, what to eat, what not to eat, you know, what to smoke, what not to smoke, you know. So see a PR team here. Cigars, I was talking about cigars. All right, good. So yeah, it's good.
Why do you do? Do you do that out of a sense of responsibility to the sport, or you want to give back? What is it?
Give back, I think. You know, I took the hardest way ever, and I see a lot of guys come to the sport and they, I want to be a fighter, and I think that next day they're gonna be in the UFC. There's a lot. It's a long road. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, man, for sure. So have those guys come and just tell them, like, yo, man, slow down. Take the slow. You know, you don't always have to train even when you're hurt. Take a few days off. You know, that's the biggest thing I teach these guys, how to fucking live life, man. And that to me, like on weekends, I take Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Religiously, almost like a church guy on Friday, Saturday, Sunday for myself. So, and I tell them, you don't need to go train Saturday afternoon. Let's go to the lake. Let's let our body heal. You know, and so that's my biggest teaching: how to have fun, how to live. A lot of life out there, man.
Not to get too deep with it, the ranch is built on land that your grandpa bought.
Yes, sir.
A few years ago. I know we've talked about your grandmother's influence. She's at everything.
Or she'll be here. She comes tomorrow.
How much does that mean, man? To be paying it forward and taking people under your wing the way that they took you under your wing.
Absolutely. You said it best right there. I mean, just to take them, to pay it forward, man. Exactly. You know, I'm living in a free house that they built, trying to build a house that I built. You know, so it's cool. You know, the ranch is really coming along, and we don't raise cattle or pigs. We raise bad motherfuckers, man. It's kind of cool.
And one horse filled the road.
Yeah.
What do you think about Dos Anjos? Do you already think about Dos Anjos?
About Dos Anjos? Yeah. Oh man, the guy beat me once. Against Pettis, he looked awesome. Did everything right in that fight. So I'm sure he's going to be watching very closely on Saturday night, and I'm excited to do rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 with him. So it's coming.
Do you think about this rematch?
The rematch doesn't matter to me. Everyone always says, like, who's the one guy you want to rematch with? You know, who could you pick out? Like, I don't care. Fight's fight. That's done. I'm over it. I watch every fight one time with my grandma. She tells me how shitty I did, and then I move on. So I don't dwell on that.
With that being said, with all the talk Khabib was doing in the lead up to this fight before he got hurt, is that still a fight that's kind of a bucket list fight for you?
Not a bucket list, but it'll happen. I mean, Khabib's very good fighter, you know, so he's going to be in the top rank. So him and I will meet for the 4th time, hopefully. We'll get it done.